Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Shortis, and during lockdown, I had too much time on my hands.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Moya Simpson, and he's right. During lockdown, he had too much time on his hands.
So I wrote a whole batch of new songs.
All I wanted to do was grow vegetables, but his unstoppable creativity won the day.
And here we are now in November, our first show since February, in this bizarre year of 2020.
Thank you. Going viral, a satire for the new normal.
No one's going to the movies. No one's going to the gym.
No one's going dining. No one's going Dutch. No one's going AWOL. Well, at least not very much.
No one's going out for dinner. No one's going to a bar.
No one's going formal or going out in style.
We're all just going viral for a while.
Like all musicians, we lost every single gig we had lined up, but Shortis kept beavering away as if nothing had happened. So we ask you to put down your sanitizer, reschedule your coronavirus test, and let the supermarket shelves stay empty as we remind you of everything we have endured in this most peculiar of years, 2020.
No one's going like a rocket. No one's going to the moon.
No one's going cruising to a sun-drenched tropic isle. We're all just going viral for a while. We're all just going viral for a while.
I'm a parent.
President Trump, you're 4 years since your last checkup, so open wide for me. Oh dear, Mr. Trump, that is the worst case of truth decay I've ever seen.
Trump's got whoppers on his choppers, clangers on his fangs, unfounded claims on his election day, howlers on his molars, bullshit in his bite, the signs all say it's truth decay. He's got porkies on his pearlies, trumpery in his trap, 20,000 fibs in his x-ray, lies on his incisors, gaffs there in his gob, the signs all say it's truth decay.
COVID. Oh, we're going to have to extract that one, Mr. Trump.
Election fraud? Okay, time for needle. You'll just feel a little prick.
The signs all say truth decay.
Well, so to the COVID Safe app. Wasn't that a success story? It cost $70 million, and so far it's traced 17 cases. Well, at first, ScoMo even used it as a bribe. We download his app, he'll open the pubs, and then Amazon will know what drinks you ordered. But not good enough for two maverick Australian pollies, Pauline Hanson, well-known red-haired redneck, and Barnaby Joyce, well-known red-faced redneck.
I'm not one to rap, but this COVID app is crap and I cannot condone it. So I've opened my trap in these isolated times without much reason, but with plenty of rhymes. And my only crime is to say that I'm not gonna download it. Yes, my only crime is to say that I'm not gonna download it. App a COVID rap. App a COVID rap. App a COVID rap. App a COVID rap. You might ask why, well it's my privacy, you see, and I own it. And you must be kinda having me on if you think that I trust Amazon. So I'm inclined, made up my mind, not gonna download it. Yes, I'm inclined, made up my mind, not gonna download it. App a COVID rap. App a COVID rap. App a COVID rap. App a COVID rap. I've no Bluetooth, mine's green, that's the truth. I've drawn a line and I've towed it. And you must be kind of hoping and wishing if you think that I trust every politician. They're out of line, and that's why I'm not gonna download it. Yes, they're out of time, and that's why I'm not gonna download it.
My choice is I'm not going to do it. So anyway, do I trust the government? No, I don't. So therefore, if they tell you one thing and you're doing nothing, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I'm not downloading the app.
She says she's gonna blackball it. No, she's not gonna install it.
It doesn't matter what they say, there's always capacity for people to hack into it. When you've got 4 pieces of information...
Who's that fuming on the evening news? Could it be Barnaby spewing out his views?
On a spatial temporal form that
He's
isn't
sure
spatial.
the world can decode it, so he's not gonna download it.
I was sure as eggs that it had no legs and the government had blown it. Then Pauline H and Mr Joyce go and make their choice, and that's enough reason to change my mind, so that's why I'm gonna download it. Yes, I changed my mind, and that's why I'm gonna download it. App a COVID rap. App a COVID rap. Download that COVID app. Download that COVID app. But the COVID app, it's all claptrap. It's a furphy I've been sold. I can't download that COVID app.
Because his phone's too bloody old.
Well, I took the Regeneron, and it just, within a period of 24 hours, I felt very different. I think I could have left the hospital a lot earlier. I'm going to send it to everybody that's got the problem, and we're going to send it free of charge. Regeneron, 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 Regeneron.
Saw him at the White House, he was looking ill. Regeneron, run, Regeneron. Somebody told him he should take a pill. Regeneron, run, Regeneron. Yeah, he's looking ill. Yeah, he took a pill. Yeah, side effects unknown. Regeneron, run, Regeneron. Regeneron, Regeneron, Regeneron,
Regeneron, Regeneron.
We're all taking hydroxychloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine.
A lot of good things have come out about the hydroxy. A lot of good things have come out. The frontline workers, many are taking it. I happen to be taking it.
We're all taking hydroxychloroquine. 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 Oh, a man of such supreme advice and innate wisdom, don't you think? And then there was...
And I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that, the disinfectant?
Then I see the disinfectant. Then I see the disinfectant. Where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute, and is there a way? Where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute, and is there a way?
Well, it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute, and
is there a way?
Is there a way?
Then I see the disinfectant.
Sounds interesting.
Throughout all the dramas of this year, through bushfire and pandemic, we've switched on our telly every day to see our leaders and fire chiefs and whatever telling us, giving us advice, giving us information, updates, ways to keep safe, etc. And always next to them are those wonderfully expressive and animated sign language interpreters.
So in this song, we're going to pay tribute to each and every one of them as we remember the musicians who lost their jobs and the koalas who lost their homes. It's a sign of the times. Actually, it's the time of the signs. Koala, your home is in danger. Koala, no time could be stranger. Red the sky, search for safer ground. Flames on high, flames on high. Koala, your home is in danger.
Musician, your work is in danger. Musician, no time could be stranger. Your songs fill the air, but no one is listening except for a chair, empty chair. Musician, your work is in danger. It's a time of the signs, of reading between the lines. It's the time of the signs, the time of the signs. It's the time of the signs, of reading between the lines. It's the time of the signs, the time of the signs. Koala, musician. Ooh.
That's applause.
Speaking of koalas, the New South Wales government had trouble getting through their koala legislation thanks to a certain Deputy Premier.
But we're really, really lucky because he's our local member. So we can't open our Bungadore paper without seeing yet another photo opportunity featuring the hair-gelled visage of Mr. John Barilaro. Barilaro in your paper, Barilaro on your screen, Barilaro on your radio and all places in between. Barilaro's there on Facebook, Barilaro's in your hair. So pity us in bungers, Barilaro's everywhere. Roll out the Barilaro, not a Barilaro of fun. Member for Monaro, he's got the news on the run. Save the koala, they don't need no gel in their hair. How much, Mr. Barilaro, can a koala bear? My favourite line is...
Many of you, I'm sure, like us, have very good friends and close family in Melbourne, recently emerging from a long, long time of isolation. And during the worst part of the lockdown, I was talking to my daughter and she had the phone on speaker, so her whole family was listening in. And at the end of the conversation, unthinkingly, I said, I've got to go now because we're going out to a friend's place to have dinner. This did not go down well. And the whole family, the little grandchildren, everybody chimed in and said, no, we don't want to hear that, please. No.
And my very good friends there told us that they either found themselves panicking to get the garbage bins out before curfew, or else looking forward to garbage night as their big night out of the week. Another Tuesday night in Brunswick. Garbage night, the highlight of the week. Another chance to meet my neighbours and check the busy nightlife on my street. But first some time to put my face on. That's the thing I can't go out without. Some lippy blusher and mascara for garbage night, my big night out. My hairstyle, it is still in lockdown, in need of mousse and hairspray by the ton. I choose my outfit with such relish and earrings that will dazzle everyone. From my exclusive range of mask wear, I choose the most alluring I can flout. So I look good beneath the lamplight on garbage night, my big night out. And now I grab each wheelie bin on cold cement. They make a din, recycled bottles clink and clank. I don't remember drinking that. A canine chorus is responding. They appreciate the effort I have made. The bloke across the road is dancing 'neath the twinkle of the stars on my parade. I hear 2 cars out in the distance. It's almost peak hour on the roundabout. An empty tram, its bell is ringing. Garbage night, my big night out. The bends attract a prowling cat. A fox pops up to have a chat. They both come by to get a bite. Like me, they love a garbage night. Another Tuesday night in Brunswick. The town hall clock will soon be striking 9. So much excitement in one evening, but must be back inside by curfew time. Goodbye to foxes, cats and dancers, and cars and trams. I'll see you soon, no doubt. We'll do it all again next Tuesday. Garbage night, my big night out. Garbage night, my big night out. Another Tuesday night in Brunswick.
Just in case you've forgotten, I'm John Shortis.
And I'm Moya Simpson.
Or rather, I'm Sean Jortis.
And I'm Sawyer Mimpson.
This is the story of our fearless leaders.
No, this is the story of our Learless Feeders.
First Learless Feeder is a former mime minister. Oney Tabbert. Oney Tabbert, Mr. One Prick Tony himself. And he's been allowed to lie to Flundon. He's been allowed to lie to Flundon so he can work for Rexit. Is it a case of sending bum one sack where he frame com?
But aren't we glad he's ist poff? Aren't we glad he's ist poff? And I wonder if he's packed his smudgy buglers. And if he has, is he going to wear them in the middle of winter? With a bit of luck, he'll breeze his falls off.
Then there's Cardinal Porge Gel.
Oh.
Cardinal Porge Gel. I mean, during the coil remission, he was too flick to sigh. And now, Bow and the whole day let him miss Poff to Rome.
Yeah, with pro knobs. Will his absence make the fight grow Honda? I don't think so.
And what about Talcum Murnbull? Talcum Murnbull, another former mine minister who was a big pisser ointment. But it's okay, because he's gone back to being a belfy wanker. And he's bitten a rook. And that rook nigs the dive into Dieter Putton and Catius Mormon. And the title of that rook? A Pigger Bitcher.
And then there's our current mime minister, Mott Scorrison. Mosco, the mappily harried mammally fan, who's always looking out for Ken and the Jids.
Think about it. Now, Mosco is not what you would call a fart smeller.
No.
Mosco is not a fart smeller.
No.
I mean, he wants to build a fast-guyed Stour patient in the Vunta Halley.
So he may have just chitten off more than he can bew.
And then, thanks to COVID-91, the hit has shit the fan. And the economy is up quit sheet without a waddle.
So our treasurer, Frost Scheitenberg, has brought down a new budget. But what a bokey budget. A totally bokey budget It promises wuck all for Fimin.
And what about the poor old Pablati? Poor old Pablati, they're in sheep dip. They're in sheep dip. They can't get a dough in the tour. They can't see the trud for the wheeze. Yes, they are in trig bubble.
Poor old Ablo. Will he ever be mine Pridister? Nuckfoes.
Then there's Gladys Geragiclian.
Oh, Gladys.
Gladys Geragiclian. She lell in fuv with a podgy politician who was pining his lockets while he was gonking bladders.
And Tronald Dump, a dealer wheeler who's as mad as a snuck cake with a QI in Dingle Sidgets. He may have a woefy trife, but he's not exactly hung and handsome, is he?
And who could forget that rain trek of a debate? That rain trek of a debate where Tronald Dump kept on utting bin. And Bo Jiden had to tell him to up the shuck fup.
And that's when Dump's poll numbers started to flop off like dries. So what does he do? He throws a pardon Garty at the Height Wouse. And Foo-haw, the Jew nudge. Amy Boney Carrot.
Yes, Amy Boney Carrot. And just after that, he goes and gets Verona Kairos himself. Calls it a flittle-loo.
Yep.
And in no time at all, he gets a clean hill of belf. So was it just Nake Fuse?
Well, after all the blow-lows and the tretty dicks, Bo Jiden, a man who can barely string woo turds together, will soon be the Frida of the wee world. Let's hope someone somewhere can put some hoy in our jarts, some soap in our holes, and a hand grope for the future.